Renee Holt came from a family of good cooks, and she shared a dream along with her mother of opening up a cafe someday. Well, it was a long time coming, but that dream of Renee's became a reality. The Mercantile Cafe and Sweet Simplicity Bakery is a popular spot on the Manchester Town Square. Susan Watson's going to take us there.
Town squares all across Tennessee are coming back to life with shops opening up here and there almost every week. And of course, one of the major draws to any town square is a delicious place to eat, like the Mercantile here in Manchester. It's a restaurant, bakery, gift shop, and community gathering spot all rolled into one. Presided over by the irrepressible Renee Holt. Growing up in a family of wonderful Southern cooks, the kitchen was always her favorite place to be.
My mother was an awesome cook, and so my grandparents were awesome cooks. We have a lot of good cooks in our family. Even during high school, me and my mother always had a dream of opening up a cafe. But you know, it's a really scary thing to do. So I worked retail for 26 years, and then I went to work for a local financial advisor. I was a personal assistant to him for about 9 years. You know, I'd never even worked in a restaurant before, so it was kind of interesting.
5 years ago, after taking the scenic route to her destiny, Renee opened the Mercantile Restaurant and Sweet Simplicity Bakery in a historic building on Manchester Square.
I decided just to take the plunge, so it was very scary. And everybody says, you know, restaurants, hard business, it's hard business to make work, and it is. It's 80 hours a week or more. It's a lot of work, but I love it.
In addition to running the restaurant, she also caters, hosts private parties, and still has time to make jams and jellies and salsa and pickles from the bounty of her husband's garden. Renee spends so much time here, it's like a second home for her. And she wants her customers to feel like they're at home here too.
We'll come and take care of you, okay? I feel it's so important that I try to greet every customer that comes in this building. If I'm not here when they come in, I try to go to every table, make sure that they were satisfied with their meal.
Satisfaction is practically guaranteed with the combination of family recipes and fresh as can be ingredients. The kitchen may be small, but let me tell you, magic is made in there.
We don't have recipes for stuff we cook in the kitchen. We just make it. I mean, we use, you know, the best ingredients. We use real vanilla, we use butter, you know, we use all the right ingredients. We do everything we can fresh. Our turnip greens are fresh, our potatoes are not instant. All of our meat comes in fresh. We hand batter it, and we make our batter. If I can utilize fresh produce that's in season from local farmers, I do that if I can. We decide in the afternoon, okay, what do we want to cook tomorrow? Okay, so that makes it really cool because we don't get tired of cooking the same old thing. So we always have, you know, mashed potatoes and cream corn and green beans every day because that's kind of the staples. But as far as our entrees and our desserts and our bakery case and some of our other sides, we can be totally creative with those things. And I love that because it gives me an opportunity to create new recipes and at the same time do something different.
Food is served cafeteria style, and plates are piled high with steamy Southern goodness.
And then they sit wherever they want. We can seat about 90 people. Sometimes I tell people, you know, you just scoot on over and find you a friend, and we'll get you fed.
A quick glance around the room, and I spot flowers in a gift bag, so I head towards the party. Are these seats taken, or would y'all be open to someone sitting down here? Rhonda was celebrating her friend Mandy's birthday, and they graciously shared their table with me. While savoring every bite of my delicious lunch and getting to know my new friends, I must admit my mind was already on dessert. Renee's niece, Allie Sigmund, is her primary baker and cake decorator.
I kind of just started off in the dining room, like waiting on the customers and stuff, and then I slowly started decorating cakes, and at first I wasn't very good at it, and then, you know, practice. I just kept doing it over the years and gotten pretty good at it. I do a flower cake for every season, and I'll do the flowers like the color of the season or the color of the holiday, so I'll be doing a fall one today.
This is where I make the biggest mess, and that's why they get mad at me, because there's sprinkles everywhere. Ta-da!
While Allie transforms cakes into edible art, Renee is busy topping pies with clouds of meringue.
This is what you call a mile high pie, because it's big and tall.
And then we have a pecan caramel cheesecake, and this is a pumpkin spice cake, and then our chocolate candy cake, which is chocolate cake, chocolate fudge. It's just, if you love chocolate, that's for you.
Well, I think you can understand my dilemma, but it was a cake with a most unusual name that ultimately won my heart, the Coon Hunter's cake.
You can actually Google it, but I will tell you, the recipes you get off the internet, we don't really go by that. We do it in a 3-layer cake. It has got pineapple, pecans, and coconut in the cake itself. And then while the cake is still warm, we pour a buttermilk glaze that we make on top of the cake while it's warm, so it kind of soaks down into the cake. And then we put a cream cheese frosting on top, and frost the whole thing in a cream cheese frosting.
It's easy to see why the Mercantile is such a popular lunch spot with locals and visitors alike.
They come just to bring their friends and have a nice lunch and just catch up on things.
In a fast-paced, fast food, plugged-in world, it feels good to slow down for a while and savor the good food and warm smiles you'll always find in abundance at the Mercantile.